Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Tony. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to talk a few moments today about the red pill and my thoughts on it and where I stand with it all. So, yes, I'm a therapist and I do agree with the red pill. You guys, I spent over 20 years as a clinical psychotherapist, just really helping men navigate depression, trauma, anxiety, relationships, and identity. But after decades of watching men really just get lied to and broken down by modern culture, I can say this with clarity. And I'd say that the red pill isn't toxic, it's truth. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why from a professional clinical perspective. Okay, again, I'm Dr. Tony, clinical psychotherapist, red pill content creator, former university professor, and military veteran as well. So I've decided to speak up and provide my thoughts and insights on the red pill and how it could be really quite useful for men and women alike. Okay. Uh, um, and a lot of therapists really, they're too scared to speak on this, but I'm not. It's not the type of therapist I am. So what is the red pill? Okay, so I'm going to give you my honest opinion what I think it is. So in my view, the red pill is really a man's awakening to the uncomfortable truths about the world, himself, the relational dynamics that shape his life. And it is a path of radical self mastery, rooted in discipline, self awareness, um, the relentless pursuit of truth. It challenges men to break free from the controlling illusions men have to face. Okay, to understand female nature without resentment, and that's key, and to improve not for validation but for personal excellence. Okay, men are rewarded in life by what we can do for others. Okay, and our competency in life, our discipline in life. Okay, and many of those other things. So what we can do for the world, the more we can do for the world, the more we're rewarded. But we have to do those things for ourselves first. And that's where the red pill comes in. It's just kind of like a almost a lifelong boot camp, just to get your ass drilled it in shape to be ready for whatever the world's gonna throw at you. So again, at its core, the red pill is really about becoming the strongest, more grounded version of yourself. Yes, for your own fulfillment, but also for the world around you that you influence. Okay, that's my version. The popular version out there in the just a popular narrative out there that the mainstream media has, that the red pill is nothing but just mad, pissed off incels who have given up on life and can't get a woman, can't get success, won't go to the gym, won't take care of themselves, all these other things. And there people out there like that. Yeah, of course there are. I'm not saying that there aren't. But they're not really following the red pill. They may agree with it, but to me, to really be part of this red pill, I don't even want to say movement, but kind of train of thought, so to speak. To be part of it is to live it, not just to say, okay, that's cool, but are you living it? Okay, that's my thoughts on it. Okay, and so let me tell you what I see in therapy. Okay, so what I see in the therapy room over all these years, I see real life male clients just being destroyed by these blue pill lies. Okay, I see nice guys getting left behind. I see decent, hardworking men getting manipulated, being screwed over a lot by their wives, being screwed over by the courts. I see them lose half of all the time. I see their children getting taken away a lot of times because a woman isn't happy. Okay. What do they say? They say a woman will sacrifice her marriage for happiness, but a man will sacrifice his happiness for the marriage. Yeah, that's true a lot that I see. Okay. Not in all cases, but a lot. I see a lot of men stuck in divorce with suicidal tendencies after divorce, stuck, having suicidal tendencies, in the wake of divorce. Okay. Very hard for a lot of men to move forward after that. And we do everything that we can for them in therapy. So I see a lot of, again, anxiety, depression, emasculation, codependency, people pleasing, you name it, I see it in therapy. Okay, and most men that I work with really didn't need more medication. They've needed the truth. They need boundaries. They needed to be in touch with their masculinity and their masculine nature. And these are some of the things that I help them with. And that's as a therapist. Okay. Um, this is why I like this space. I like the internet here, the social media space, the red pill space, whatever you want to call it, because I can say things that I can't say in the therapy room. And it's not in the therapy room that I would be doing anything illegal or unethical, but I am an out of the box type of thinker, even in therapy. Therapy is conceptually relatively new, and at least its newest iteration here. Okay, there's a lot that's not discovered about it. Okay, so there's a lot of leeway in it. But if you thinking outside the box doesn't coincide with, or rather myself thinking outside the box doesn't coincide with the current narratives of what's out there, well then, I get shamed for it. So that's why I like this space a lot, as opposed to being a traditional therapist, because I can give my clients, especially my male clients, what they really need to heal and to thrive. So that's my thoughts on that part. Now, why the red pill helps men? It does help men, okay? Empowerment, taking responsibility, improving yourself, improving your sexual market value, your fitness, your finance, purpose, life goals. All of these things that make you attractive to a woman, right? But you know what? I urge men and I help them to tackle these things and never to get the girl. Because as far as I'm concerned, women are how can I say, a byproduct, or let's say a manifestation of a man who's already on his game. If you're on your fitness game, there's women. If you're on your financial game, there's women. Okay, you put all these other quote unquote games or aspects of yourself together. Well, there's just more women, and they just miraculously pop up out of nowhere. No chasing, no hanging out in the food court in the mall, getting phone numbers, all that silly stuff people did in the 90s. No, none of that. You put your energy into self improvement, and your happiness, your fulfillment, and you'll attract a real partner for yourself that you can stay with, that won't divorce you in 5 or 7 years. Okay? You won't be part of that 50% statistic. So, all right. So, those are some of the things that I help people, guys, with in therapy to get them on the um, right track. So, when I align my CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, these principles actually are in alignment a lot with the red pill, in terms of challenging distorted thinking, confronting harsh realities, and building new behavior patterns. It's pretty similar to that subset of therapy. So, again, red pill thinking is often closer to CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy than most people would realize. So, when I work with men in therapy, of course, I always give them the space and the presence to process their experiences. I would never take that away from them, because that's what therapy, that's a large part of therapy. But I also let them know that the catalyst of change and healing is to take action. And I look at all these areas and challenge them to make the necessary improvements. Because look, somebody can come to my office and go through a box of these Kleenexes every Wednesday at 4 p.m. It's not going to change his life. It just won't. But hey, I still give him the space to do it, but also, if needed, but also we have to see changes, because us men, we heal through change, not process so much. Okay, women tend to heal more through process. Okay, or at least they want to start with process a little bit more than we do. Okay, so just a few differences I've seen in how I conduct therapy with men and women, over the years. All right, if that makes sense to you guys. And so those are my thoughts on the red pill. I know the red pill is associated with something bad, mean, dirty. Take it for what you will. I'm not going to back down from the way I feel about this, because the way I see the red pill is as something positive. Okay, some of you, or a lot of you out there, might see it something as negative, but I don't see where bringing the best version of yourself to this earth, to these two relationships, into women, can be a bad thing. I'd rather see men bring the best versions of themselves to this world that will be responsible, loving, caring adults, good partners, good fathers, good husbands, right? All those things. Yeah. So you tell me where the red pill is bad. Okay. Leave those comments below. So I ask you to like, comment, and subscribe as well. Okay. So one of the things that sets me apart, though, from other people in this field, just real quick, is my career as a clinical psychotherapist. So I can merge and integrate what I know clinically speaking about what I know what the red pill is about. And at 55, I do believe I've earned the right to say that I do have a significant amount of life experience. I'm not the oldest man on earth, but I'm a lot older than a lot of the younger guys out there in this field. I'm not putting myself above anyone, but I do have perspectives, and I do know how to break through various barriers to get to where you need to be that I've learned through all of my training, and especially at the PhD level. So that's what really does set me apart in a lot of ways. So I encourage all men to think critically, level up, and seek truth and not approval. Okay? So again, like and subscribe, book one-on-one coaching if you're serious. Now the one-on-one part, it is coming out really soon. Okay, so continue to check my YouTube page for that in the bio and the descriptions, and that'll be out soon. I will be offering that. I really feel I can do some good work with you men out there if you want to get on the right track in life and cut through the bullshit. All right, so, all right, you guys. So again, if you're ready to stop being lied to and you want to rebuild that life, your life with strength and clarity, then this channel is for you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.